This is the setup for Safe Harbor of Manistee. This is the men's section. Each bed is separated by a plastic curtain. They are 6 to 8 feet across from each other in the room. Each guest has his or her own chair. On their bed is a blanket, a guest package with all kinds of really cool items. The little blue bags that you see here with the stickers on them, those are for their linens. And every Friday night, their linens are repacked and new fresh linen is put out on the bed. Each guest has a sticker over their head that corresponds with this bed, and new this year, it also corresponds with a locker. Number 1 you just saw over there gets the number 1 locker. There are combination locks that each guest will get. They are allowed to use the lockers. However, they have rules. The rules for the lockers are very easy. They only have access to the locker that is assigned to them. No drugs or paraphernalia, weapons, food, drinks, or dirty laundry are permitted in the lockers. Lockers are searched at random times. ECHO staff and designated Safe Harbor volunteers on duty have access to the lockers. They are responsible to keep their lockers clean and sanitized. Lockers are accessible only from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. To leave anything in the lockers in the daytime, the guest must have prior approval. Absentee from the program here for 48 hours results in the locker being emptied and the items being disposed of. If there are any violations of these rules, the guest will lose the privilege of using the locker, and if the violation is grievous, they may even be removed from the program. Each one of our guests are reminded by the signs that are on the walls. Smoke breaks are 7:15, 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, and 6:15 a.m. No exceptions. They're also reminded by other cleverly placed posters in the room that of the rules of no swearing, no outside food or beverages for our guests this year as well. Please tell a guest if they bring something in from outside that they must dispose of it. We will not allow outside food or drinks brought in by our guest. Now, volunteers, this does not mean that if you are doing an overnight or you have a special diet that you can't bring something. You definitely can bring something in to help you get through the evening. Our guests are required to have only 2 bags, 1 small bag and 1 medium-sized bag. And there is no exception to that rule this year either. If they bring in more than 2 bags, ask them to step back outside and repack their bags. No marijuana smoking or using of its products on these premises. This was the men's sleeping area. They are monitored by a camera, and that is also displayed for them to see that there is a camera. We're going to take a quick glance at the women's area. Between the men and the women is the lockers and a cleverly placed wall. And we have a table here of items that they can keep and be entertained with. Here is a quick view of the women's area, also set up just like the men's area. Very nice. And then the area next to the kitchen, and this is the last part of our little video here. This little area here is where our volunteers sit. Here's where our kitchen food is served. This is the kitchen itself. And then this is the volunteer area. From the volunteers station, where they can set up all night long and enjoy some music or a TV or their computers, you can see out this window clearly the women's. And then if you come over to this side of the door, you can see the men's. So right from this spot, they have the men's and women's. If you have any questions about any of the procedures that are done here at Safe Harbor, you can contact me. I will be glad to answer them at 231-723-6613, extension 111. Thank you for being part of Safe Harbor, and God bless.